Hey family, here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you guys are having an amazing time with your family. I hope you got some dope ass gifts, some gifts that you really wanted, or even some stocking stuffers that you really needed, okay? Some socks, some body wash, some t-shirts, some underwear, okay? I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing Christmas. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my favorite beauty products that I've been loving for 2018. My 2018 beauty favorites. I have a little bit of skincare, but mostly makeup to share with you guys. You guys, listen, these are things I've used in almost every video. Some things I actually haven't used because I be trying to use new stuff, but they are still a favorite of mine. So without further ado, if you are interested in seeing my top favorite beauty products of 2018, okay? Then subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. Tap that bell to be notified of my future uploads. And when you tap that bell, an option will pop up. Click on options and ensure all notifications are enabled, including my creator posts. I mean, join me in the honey. And stay tuned, keep on watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Y'all like how I'm over here really looking like Christmas though? I look corny as hell. Stripes with the head wrap though, like... Okay, first things first, let's get into it. I'm not really doing anything in any particular order. Okay, maybe I'll do skincare first and then everything else will just be as it is. Okay, first things first, I really love the Fresh Beauty Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. It is empty. It is completely empty. I'm just kidding. It's empty, but I really loved this essence. It smells like a cucumber margarita. I feel like I really loved it because of that fragrance, but it smells so fresh. Like, it doesn't smell like a sweet cucumber margarita. It smells like a lightly sweetened cucumber margarita that's super fresh with fresh cucumbers made in Mexico with salt on the rim. Listen, I love the smell of this. I finished it, and essence is essential to your skincare routine because it enables all the products preceding it to penetrate your skin deeper and better, okay? So I finished this essence. I have other essences to use from my Korean skincare haul, if you guys tuned into that, but she's empty, so I probably won't rebuy her yet because I have like two to three other essences to try out. So she was a favorite. She was a little bougie, okay? She's a bougie essence, but she was such a favorite. Like the smell, listen, I feel like I was on vacation, honey. All right, the next skincare item, I don't have it in my possession because I threw away the bottle. I told myself, listen, Ahliyah, you have to keep the favorites that are empty, but I forgot that I even made that vow to myself and I threw it away. But it's the Paula's Choice Moisture Boost Toner. Listen, Paula's Choice is like my top skincare brand. I think next to it now is becoming Klairs, which I do have a Klairs product over here. But I really love Paula's Choice toners because one, they don't have fragrance, and two, they don't just balance your pH, okay? They nourish your skin. They're very nourishing. They're very hydrating. There are other elements to their toners that make them very luxurious to the skin. So I really love their Moisture Boost Toner out of all the toners because it really moisturizes and hydrates your skin. It doesn't strip your skin. Like when you cleanse your face, your skin feel a little dry afterwards. When you use a Paula's Choice toner, honestly any toner, but more specifically their Moisture Boost Toner, you can just instantly feel your skin hydrate and plump up and become supple. And I really love that for my oily skin because listen, in the summertime, I get oily like this. So if I were to just use that toner, it would hydrate my skin well enough to not even use a moisturizer. I never skip the moisturizing step. However, during the summertime, that toner comes in clutch, okay? I love that toner so much. Next, as we're talking about toners, I've really been loving the Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. This was sent to me a while back, and I didn't start using it until recently. I would say November-ish. I don't know what made me toss this to the side. I don't think I realized it was a toner. It was just, I get sent a lot of products and they pile up so much that I just put what I'm going to use next into like a big old bag. And so finally I just decided to dig through bags as I was preparing giveaways for Vlogmas, and I was like, oh my gosh, a toner? I missed it? Listen, I started using this. This toner is so good. This toner is meant for dry skin, but I feel like for oily skin, you need to hydrate your skin, and this toner is like neck and neck with that Paula's Choice Moisture Boost toner. It is so luxurious. It is deeply hydrating. You can just really feel this nourish your skin. Like this toner feels so luxurious on your skin. It's more of a thicker, it's not watery. This one is more thick. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a gel, but a watery gel. But not jelly, but it's like watery, but a thicker version, if you get what I'm saying. It's so luxurious. It instantly plumps up your skin, makes it feel so supple, so nourished. I highly recommend incorporating a toner into your routine, because nowadays, the toners they making on the market now, they not only balance the pH, girl, they put a bunch of other nutrients into your skin, which is key for like plump, juicy, glowy skin. Okay, this has become my favorite cleanser. It's the Lancome Miel in Mousse Foaming Cleansing Makeup Remover. It's a cleanser as well as a makeup remover. So I've been using it for both. And it's almost empty. Like, this cleanser feels so luxurious as well. Like, listen, the theme for skincare for me is feeling luxurious, honey, feeling pampered, feeling like a queen, honey. So I like to use products that, you know, make me feel good, because this is like my self-care. Skincare is like my self-care for the Zay, okay? This one is made with, I can't even pronounce it, but it's made with the expensive type of honey, I would say. Acacia, maybe it's called Acacia honey, I don't know, but it's made with honey, and it actually does have a honey-like texture, but when you rub it into your skin, it just melts into your skin. You can use it both dry and wet, meaning like you don't have to wet your face first. Like, you can use it as a cleansing oil. It's not really an oil, but you can use it as a cleansing oil, and it just melts into your skin. You can also use it wet, like in the shower, and it just foams up really well, and it just smells really like spa-like, very luxurious. The honey-like texture makes it feel so luxurious, but it doesn't stay a honey-like texture. It melts, like it melts into the skin, and when you use it wet, it just lathers up right away, and it doesn't strip your skin. My skin never felt stripped with this cleanser. It felt nourished and it felt pampered. Like, even when I would rinse it off and then pat my skin dry, my skin wouldn't feel stripped or parched or tight or anything. So this was such a great cleanser. Lancome actually sent me this cleanser, so this was like a surprise. Like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting to like it. I just be trying things out, and yes, thank you Lancome for sending me this. They sent me this back in the summertime, so this has been a favorite since the summer. Last skincare item is this Kula Classic Sunscreen. It's a white tea moisturizer sunscreen, SPF 50. The reason why I like this sunscreen so much is because it literally is like a balm. It melts into the skin. It doesn't leave a white cast, so I really feel like this would be a great sunscreen for my woman of color. It doesn't leave a white cast at all, and it just melts into your skin. It claims to be an organic sun care with plant protection. It's infused with white tea, so it smells really nice. It doesn't have that sunscreen smell, you know, that sunscreen smell. It actually smells really nice, and it's just like a balm. Like, it just really just melts. Like, it just melts. Like, it just melts right into my skin. You see that? There's like no white cast at all. It's gone. Boom, boom. It just smells so good. Like, you see how it just melted right in? This is a great sunscreen. If you're like worried about sunscreens leaving cast, you gotta check out the Kula one. Like, it just melts right in. You see that? And it just gives you a nice glow. I have it on right now. It just gives you a nice glow, honey, a nice sheen. And it works very well underneath makeup. Okay, that was skincare. Let's move on. Listen, I love the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This isn't a mist that sets your makeup. It's more of a settler. So it really just melts all your powders and foundation together beautifully. It makes your highlight look extremely wet, extremely glassy, extremely sheeny. It just really settles all your makeup in place. This is not something you use to lock your makeup in place, because I see a lot of people don't like this because they claim it doesn't do anything. But first of all, it smells so good and it sprays out evenly. Like, you know, the classic spray bottles, you know, this little spray thing, it just kind of squirts out at you. This one just evenly sprays out. That's why it's called continuous setting mist. It's an aerosol can, so you can just get an even application of the spray, and it just settles your makeup in so beautifully. If you're looking for this to lock your makeup in place, it won't do that. But listen, this just, it marries everything on your face together beautifully. The foundation, the powder, the bronzer, okay? The highlight, you just look like glowy. And you look like, dang girl, you really blended your beat in place. That's what this setting spray gives to me. It's not matte, so if you want like a mattifying effect, it won't give you that. It's more of a radiant effect. That's why it makes everything just look so wet and sheeny, especially your highlight, girl. Listen, spray this on your highlight brush, boom boom bam, sickening. Okay, I really love NARS foundations, but they really popped off with this natural radiant longwear foundation. I'm in the shade Tahoe. I really like this because the coverage is bomb and it blends well and it wears well and it just melts into the skin. It just becomes one with the skin while still having great coverage. Like, it's not like a full coverage foundation that you can tell, girl, you got a full coverage foundation on. It just marries the skin so well. It becomes one with the skin. It's so beautiful. Like I said previously, I really think NARS has complexion down pat, okay? I love NARS. I just got into their Sheer Glow, and I really like the Sheer Glow, but you know, I've only used it twice, so it can't become a favorite yet. But I'm gonna be so sad when this bottle ends. I act like I can't rebuy it. I act like I can't. Actually didn't buy this. Arnell gave this to me. Thank you, girl. Okay, next, I've really been loving this Jouer blush. Really only this one. It's called Seduce Me, right? Yeah, okay. This one, it's called Seduce Me. This is their their Coquette Blush Duo. I just like this one because this is like the perfect blush shade. Like, this is the blush shade that I like. It's like the perfect blush shade for me. It just looks so good. It blends so well. So I wish they had this in a single, but I don't use this one because it's like too light. But this shade right here, she is the one. Speaking about blushes, I've really been loving the Lancome Lit Monochromatic. They're an all-purpose makeup kind of. Lancome markets them as something you can use on your eyes, lips, and cheeks. And the formula, listen, I can't really pronounce the names because they are in French. Like French, girl, I can't even pronounce it. I use these as blush colors, but the formula, like you touch it, it's literally pillow soft. Like when I say pillow soft, and it's a color you can gradually build up. So you can use this as eyeshadow, highlight, blush, lips, but I use this as blush, both of these colors, because they're just like perfecto. Boom, boom, bam. I really like this one, but I like both of these. And their highlight though, I've been loving this as a highlight. You guys have seen me use this in a few tutorials. This is so pretty. And because the formula is pillow soft, like, oh my gosh, it's so soft. It just looks like gleaming, wet, glowy, sheeny highlight on my cheekbones. This highlight is so beautiful. Well, I mean, it's technically an all-purpose shade, but it's like perfect, a perfect highlighter for my skin tone, because I have to mix. Well, previously, I've mixed like 5 highlights in order to achieve like my ideal shade, but I could just use this all by itself and I'm satisfied. Also, the next one is the Oprah Everglow highlighter. This shade right here, the more brown one. This is a perfect highlighter shade too that I can just use by itself and it like satisfies me. I no longer have to mix like 5 different highlighters together to get like my ideal glow. These two by themselves, honey, the Lancome Lit Monochromatic, and then this shade of the Oprah Cosmetics Everglow highlighter by themselves on my face. Yes, like I'm so satisfied. And I've even mixed these two together and it's just so good. But I can use these two by themselves and be just as satisfied. So I've really been loving the Lancome Lit Monochromatic and the Oprah Cosmetics Everglow highlighter. Just this one right here for my face. I can use the other two are beautiful, but I wouldn't use them on my face. I'd use them like on my eyes or something. I have used this one on my inner corner and it's a beautiful inner corner highlight. Girl, tell me why I forgot to charge my camera batteries. What's wrong with me? All of them about to die. Let me talk fast, okay? Next, I've loved this powder since last year. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I use the shade Medium Deep 30. This Maybelline popped off with these powders. First of all, they're affordable as hell. They're only about $9 and I love the powders. I haven't used it under my eyes. Well, not this shade, but they have a whole like shade range of these powders. I haven't used the lighter shade under my eyes. I haven't tried that yet. But when you have a damp beauty blender, okay, and you dip it into this powder and you press it into your skin, it just becomes one with your foundation. It just melts seamlessly and beautifully into your foundation. I love this drugstore powder. This is a good drugstore powder. If you're looking for a good drugstore powder, girl, you need to check out Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder because it's so good. It just melts right in. It just melts right into the skin, right into the foundation. Press it in with a damp beauty blender, girl. You can even just dust it in with a brush and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. As it wears throughout the day, it just starts looking more and more beautiful. I swear makeup looks so beautiful when it wears throughout the day. Like it just becomes one with your skin so beautifully. Woo! This is like the only bronzer I've been using this year. It's the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I use the medium to dark center shade. And I use this shade just like, you know, to clock the double chin, girl. But this shade is so beautiful. It's like the perfect bronzer shade. Like I'm so satisfied with the shade of this bronzer. Like I've even contoured my nose with it. And now I kind of prefer contouring my nose with bronzer because it just looks more cohesive, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have like warm hollows of my cheek and then a cool tone nose. I have warm everything and it just looks so good to me. And this is a drugstore product as well. I've literally been using this for a couple of years now, but I've really like, this is really one of the only bronzers I've touched this year that I've liked. I haven't liked anything else. Like I'm just not satisfied with any other bronzer or contour. Like I feel like they just don't blend well, or it just looks funky on the nose, or it just looks too cool toned, or I look a little like it looks muddy. Like I don't know, I haven't found a new favorite bronzer. So for now, she is that girl. And it blends like a dream. It just literally blends so seamlessly. It blends like a dream. It blends into other products well. It blends into my blush well. It just looks so good. Next, I've really been loving the Benefit Cosmetics Hello Flawless Powder. I use this shade Hazelnut. This is actually a foundation powder. So like if you're a person who likes powder foundation instead, you can just use this and, you know, foundation up your skin. But I like to use it as a finishing powder on my face, on like the outer perimeter of my face, and it just becomes one with the skin. Listen, the theme of my like complexion is like becoming one with the skin. That's what I like. That's what I aim for. That's the kind of products that I gravitate towards. If you're gonna make me look skin-like, yes. If you're gonna marry my foundation beautifully, yes. If you're gonna become one with the skin, yes, I love you, okay? And this powder, it just becomes one with the skin so beautifully. Listen, Benefit Cosmetics, you popped off with this powder, okay? I love it so much. I'm almost gone with this one too. It just melts into the skin, like melts. Like a powder that melts into the skin. Yes, we love her. We love that. Oh my gosh, I forgot a skincare item. Woo! I cannot forget about sheet mask, okay? I use a sheet mask every morning. I don't have a particular brand that I love because I'm always trying new brands. Like all the time I'm trying new brands, and I get mine from TJ Maxx. I always get the 10 pack, okay? So it can last me 10 days. These are the two in my current possession right now. I wear a sheet mask every day, I swear. Sheet masking has transformed my skin and how my skin retains moisture and how my skin stays hydrated all day and how my skin stays moisturized and plump and supple all day long. I've made a whole video on sheet masks, so you can go ahead and check that out if you want my in-depth version of sheet masks. But listen, sheet masking every day, girl, is my new life. It's a lifestyle now, okay? I will never not sheet mask every day in the morning, okay? Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Kevyn Aucoin, the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer has been my favorite concealer by far that I've tried. It comes in a pot. It's marketed as a pigment, so you can use it as a foundation. You can mix it into other foundations to like hype it up. I don't even know how to say the doggone word. To intensify a foundation or something. But I use it as a concealer, so you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it as concealer, you can use it as contour, you can use it as foundation, you can use it as a mix-in, you can use it as a tinted moisturizer. I mean, not a tinted moisturizer, a tinted, right? Tinted moisturizer, if you just do a little boop into like some oil or some lotion and just apply to your skin, it could look very sheer. So there's a lot of things you can do with these sensual skin enhancers. It's kind of marketed as a pigment, like a complexion pigment. It's just so decadent. Like, that's the word, okay? Decadent. It's so thick. It's so creamy. It blends like a dream. The only con is you have to really set this concealer very well because it is so creamy and because it is so thick. But listen, this concealer is full coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage concealer, you have to check out the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. She is pricey. She's about $50, but I've had this for over a year and I still have half the jar left. Because you don't need that much. Like, a little goes a long way. It blends like a dream. It's so creamy, so it really spreads really nicely. And I still have half the doggone jar left. And it's been over a year. I literally got this, actually it's been just a year because I got this last December. So I got this last December. It's been a year and I still have half the jar left. So I really feel like the price is worth it because it lasts so long. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Listen, I have, ever since I became friends with Benefit and I went on their little trizip, okay, to New York for their Benefit Brow Contest, they are the only brand I've been using on my brows, and I really love their products. Like, I really love the Precisely My Brow and their 24-hour brow setter. These have been my go-to, okay? I want the option to be able to create hair-like strokes in my brows, and the Precisely My Brow pencil allows me to do that. I do wish it kind of came a little bit skinnier. That would be dope. But listen, I love me some Precisely My Brow. It really just allows you to have, it really just allows you to create beautiful hair-like strokes throughout your brows. And this allows my brows to have such a groomed appearance. It's a 24-hour brow setter. It's basically just a brow gel. I like to comb my brow hairs up now so they all go in the same direction and just have like a beautiful combed and groomed appearance. So I've really been loving the 24-hour brow setter. If I only had a choice to use 2 brow products for the rest of my life, best believe I would choose the Precisely My Brow and the 24-hour brow setter. They're just so good. Like, Benefit is the authority in brows, honey. Next, y'all know, not even just because I'm an affiliate, but I really love new Butsome Lashes. My favorite style is Lioness. I no longer have that lash because I slept on them. I'm so annoying. Like, I stuck them to my phone and I was sleeping on my phone because my phone is my alarm, and then I just completely disformed the lashes. So I haven't got around to getting another pair, but those are my favorite lashes. They're so wispy, they're so fluffy, they're so flirty, but they also have a thin band, so you can wear them with like no eyeshadow and no liner. They're like the perfect no shatter. No shatter. Oh my gosh. They're like the perfect no shatter. I said it again. No shadow, no liner. Look, they're the perfect lashes. I have to get some more. But like for my dramatic winged liner look, I've loved, listen, the Dragon Lee lashes are that girl. They're perfect for they're like the perfect dramatic lash for my winged liner looks. Like, winged liner is my go-to, and I need like a dramatic lash to set my winged liner off, and Dragon Lee has been that girl. Listen, this lash is hanging on by a thread, honey. I need to buy some more, but I literally wear my lashes until a band rips, okay? And I've had these lashes since the summertime. I've literally worn these lashes since the summertime. These are the ones that survived, okay? I treat these like my babies, okay? I really love new Butsome lashes. They are luxurious lashes. They are on the more luxury price side. But you know, if you use code AHLIYAH20, you can save 20% off all new Butsome lashes. It helps me out and it saves you some coin, girl. Win-win. Okay, lastly, oh wait, just kidding. Okay, the makeup palette that I loved for 2018 is the James and Morphe palette, but more specifically, the shade Mary, honey. The shade Mary is my favorite shade in the palette. I love mauve pinks. Mauve pinks are that girl for eyeshadow, okay? I really love mauve pinks, but as a whole, I don't really get hype for eyeshadow palettes. I really don't. But when James dropped his first video showcasing this palette, oh my gosh, I was like, I have to have it. I have to have this palette. And then it turns out he was already gonna send me the palette. Like, that just warmed in my heart so much. I felt so grateful for that. So I really love this palette. It's like a true artist palette. It's just such a true artist palette. You have all the colors of the rainbow that you need to create your colorful looks. And you also have your wearable colors so you can create your wearable looks. Like, you have everything you need in here. But most importantly, what really was like, yes, is the fact that every color in the rainbow is in here. So I could really take this palette and only this palette on a trip. That's kind of what I look for in palettes. Like, if I had one palette to choose, like, I don't like to travel with hella makeup sometimes. Like, I just need one palette that has everything I need. Okay, if I want to do a colorful look, I don't want to have to take two palettes. I just want to have to take one. James gave the girls what the girls have been asking for, and I'm here for this palette. Red eyeshadow look, like just red eyeshadow blended all across my lids. That's my go-to look for like the summer, and he literally made the perfect red. So I literally could just take this palette on a trip or something and be cool. I'm set. If I want to do a little cute pink look, listen, I got the pink shades that I need. If I want to do my red shadow look, I got my red shadow. If I want to do a colorful look, I got my colors. Okay, you see that? If I want to do something bronzy, I got the bronzy shades. Like, this palette is that girl. Okay, lastly, just for lips, my favorite lip products for 2018 have been, these kind of look like the same shade, but they're the MAC Honey Love and Yash lipsticks. Okay, they're about the same shade, they just have different undertones. One's a little bit more neutral, one's a little bit more pink. So Honey Love, if you can tell, Honey Love is a little bit more pinky nude, but like a brown, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really look at it to see that it's slightly pink. And then Yash is more of a neutral nude, and I just love them both. Like, I've been loving just classic lipsticks as opposed to liquid lipsticks, because liquid lipsticks are just not comfortable for me to wear. Like after a while, like, they just get very dry, and you gotta worry about how it looks throughout the day. I don't want to worry about how my lips look throughout the day. That's why in most of my looks this year I have done nude, because it's just easy. It's just easy. It's easy to touch up. You don't really have to worry about how it looks. So these have been my favorite nude lipsticks. I actually don't even have a favorite colored lipstick this year. I don't, because I don't think I've really worn colored lipstick this year. Dang, I gotta step it up. Okay, in 2019, I'm gonna step it up with the lip colors, okay? And lastly, for lip gloss, I really loved the Anastasia Beverly Hills Saint Tropez lip gloss. It's such a beautiful lip gloss. It's such a beautiful color. It's so beautiful. Like, what? I have the sample size, but the sample size has been lasting me. It's just This is such a pretty lip gloss and it looks so good. It's so pretty. Like, I need to buy the full size. I feel like Anastasia Beverly Hills makes really good lip glosses. Like, they really do. I need to try more of their lip glosses. Alright, and for my nude lip gloss, I've really been loving the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in the shade Bellini. It's like the perfect lip gloss topping for like your nude lips. And it's slightly opaque. It's slightly on the opaque side. And I kind of like it because it adds a little bit more nudish to my nude lip, okay? And I like Buxom lip glosses because they have like lip plumping properties in them, so they tingle. It's like mint, like your lips feel minty, which kind of makes your breath feel fresher. All right, you guys, so that about sums up my 2018 beauty favorites. Everything that I talked about will be listed in the description box down below in case you want to check it out. I do have a whole page of all of my favorites. I will link it in the product details up above if you just want to see a whole page display of my favorite products. That's actually always listed in my description box. So if you're ever wondering, what is Ahliyah loving lately? I always update that page to like the beauty products that I'm currently obsessed with. And if I'm no longer obsessed with it, I'll just take it off the page. But that page will always be up to date. And it's always in my description box. So always check resources as well as product details in my description box if you always want to know what I'm using, or even what filming equipment I have, or even what are my favorite products, okay? Girl, I got y'all, okay? I'll hook y'all up. I'll hook y'all up with the links and the resources, girl. The coupon codes, honey. And if you are new here and you happen to make it to the end of this video and this is the first time seeing my face, I would love to see you in the next one. Subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed and become a honey. I love you guys so much, and until next time, always remember to serve, honey, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.